Power Rangers Wild Force is an American television series and the 10th season and anniversary of the Power Rangers franchise, based on the Super Sentai series Hyakujuu Sentai Gaoranger, which itself was the 25th anniversary of Super Sentai. Power Rangers Wild Force takes place in 2002. The first part of the series was originally broadcast from February to August 2002 on the Fox Kids television block. Following the sale of Fox Family Worldwide including Saban Entertainment to Disney by Haim Saban and News Corporation, Fox Network's parent company, the show was moved in the fall 2002 to ABC's new Saturday morning block, ABC Kids. Wild Force was the first and only season to be under the copyright of Disney Enterprises. Disney had bought Power Rangers at the end of Power Rangers Time Force. It was the last season to be produced in the United States by MMPR Productions as pre-production for Wild Force began before the buyout as well as they still had a contract for Fox Kids. When this programming block expired, the series moved to ABC Kids in September 2002. Following the season, production of the Power Rangers franchise moved from Los Angeles, California to New Zealand, which resulted in many crew members and all voice actors being laid off. Wild Force was the last series created by Saban Entertainment before Disney acquired the franchise at the end of 2001. Saban produced the pre-production, the promos of the series, created the logo and a song that was introduced in the end of the episode The End of Time, PT3 of Power Rangers Time Force. Saban sold their properties to Disney when the shooting of Wild Force began, so now the series was owned by Disney but produced by MMPR Productions, which still has remnants of Saban. Plot summary. The series follows the adventure of Cole Evans, who had been staying with a tribe in a jungle for many years, as he tries to find his destiny in the fictitious town of Turtle Cove. He encounters the Animarium, a place that many believe to be a fairy tale. He joins 4 others who had a common path to become the new leader of the Wild Force Power Rangers. The Animarium is an island that floats in the sky. It is shaped like a turtle and is the home of the Wild Zords and the Princess Shayla, the Rangers' mentor. The Power Rangers use their powers to defeat the forces of the Orgs, led by one Master Org. As Cole was fond of other animals, he was shocked to discover that the Orgs were heartless monsters. As the series continues, he finds out the truth about his real parents. His parents, Richard and Elizabeth Evans, were professors at Turtle Cove University, along with a family friend, Victor Adler. When they were sent to the jungle for research, they discover the remains of Master Org, in which a jealous Adler consumes in order to exact revenge on Richard, who had proposed to Elizabeth before he could. However, Adler goes insane, and kills both Richard and Elizabeth. For a while, their newborn son, Cole, was also presumed dead. In addition to the annual team-up episodes, Power Rangers Wild Force also had a special episode commemorating it as the 10th incarnation, Forever Red, by having Cole team up with the 9 Red Rangers before him in order to prevent the remaining generals of the Machine Empire from unearthing and reactivating Lord Zed's Zord, Serpentra, which had been left buried on the Moon. Cast: Wild Force Rangers, Ricardo Medina, Jr. as Cole Evans, the Red Wild Force Ranger. Alison Kipperman as Taylor Earhart, the Yellow Wild Force Ranger. Philip Jean-Marie as Max Cooper, the Blue Wild Force Ranger. Jessica Ray as Alyssa Enrilla Copyright, the White Wild Force Ranger. Jack Guzman as Danny Delgado, the Black Wild Force Ranger. Philip Andrew as Merrick Beliton, the Lunar Wolf Ranger. Allies: Anne-Marie Crouch as Princess Shayla, Charles Gideon Davis as the voice of Animus, Forever Red Rangers Austin Street John as Jason Lee Scott, the original Red Ranger, and previously the second Gold Ranger. Christopher Glenn as Aurico, the Red Equation Ranger. Jason David Frank as Tommy Oliver, the Zeo Ranger 5 Red and previously the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, and the first Red Turbo Ranger. Selwyn Ward as Theodore J.T.J. Jarvis Johnson, the second Red Turbo Ranger, and previously the Blue Space Ranger. Christopher Kamen Lee as Andros, the Red Space Ranger. Danny Slavin as Leo Corbett, the Red Galaxy Ranger. Sean C. W. Johnson as Carter Grayson, the Red Lightspeed Ranger. Jason Faunt as Wesley Weeze Collins, the Red Time Force Ranger. Daniel Southworth as Eric Myers, the Quantum Ranger. Villains: Ilya Volok as Master Org, Sin Wong as Toxica, Richard Cancino as the voice of Jindrax, Danny Wayne as the voice of Jindrax, Michael Sorich as the voice of Retinax, Ken Meschkx as the voice of Naza, Ezra Wise and Barbara Goodson as the voices of Mandylok, Dan Wirren as the voice of Zenaku, Lex Lang as the voice of Zenaku. Episodes. References. External links: Power Rangers Wild Force at the Internet Movie Database.